Hey guys, Mike here, Affluent Expeditions. Welcome to my new channel. I'm really happy to bring you my first luxury expedition ship tour here of the brand new $265 million Seabourn Pursuit. And right now we're in Crystal Bay. We just got done doing our exclusive Seabourn Champagne on Ice experience there. And we had a look at the seals. We saw a crab eater earlier. Right now we're going to have a full tour of all the public areas on board the ship. I also got a tour of my suite on the ship, which is quite nice. For those of you who know Seabourn, you'll have some familiarity with the exterior and the interior design of the ship. So, really important, subscribe here to Affluent Expeditions. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers before YouTube will start paying me monetization. Also, hit a like on the video. Please put your comments down below, especially if you've cruised with Seabourn's expedition product. And then give me a follow on the new Affluent Expeditions Instagram page. You'll see lots of content and deals and promotions there. And also follow Affluent Expeditions on Facebook. So thanks again. Let's get started with the ship tour. And there's a big game changer now for Antarctica cruising. And that is this right here. We have 6 Starlink receivers on board the ship, 3 of them here and 3 on the other side. And this makes it so you can cruise to the world's most remote places like we are right now below the Arctic Circle and be connected just like you're on the beach in Florida or at the ski resort in Aspen. And right here is deck 10. It's the forward sun deck. In warm weather they will set up the deck chairs for sunning. Very nice look. We actually have the Seabourn Venture with us today, and the Venture is 1 year older than the Pursuit, which came out in August of 2023, and we're in early February of 24 now, and it's exactly the same. So we come down onto deck 9. We'll have more deck chairs, plenty of deck space. There's no pool deck up here, and of course right now they're getting ready to return all the Zodiacs on board. They have a full fleet of Zodiacs with 4 different cranes. We have chase boats and all the good toys for a great luxury expedition experience. Forward on deck 9 we'll have the Constellation Lounge. And by the way, the Seabourn Pursuit holds 264 passengers. We have hand washing stations all throughout the ship. Upgraded and improved artwork and decor over what I remember seeing on the older ships, and the interior designer is actually on board the cruise. So a lot more homey design, better colors. Look, we have like furry pillows on the seats. We'll have bar and snacks up here, and a great view forward off the bow of the ship. And then notice here we'll have a double door configuration. So if it's windy out, you come in here, let the door close. That will equalize the pressure, and then you can open the outward door. Of course, more great views here into Crystal Bay. This is the lowest place I've been on the Earth. However, I don't feel like I'm standing upside down. Seabourn Pursuit is fully accessible on board the ship, although you do need to have good legs so you can go up and down the stairs for the Zodiacs and that type of thing. Most public areas have an accessible washroom like you see here. Hand waver there, grab bars, and a roll under sink, and the great molten brown amenities throughout the ship and in the room. And we're now at the central aft elevators on deck 9. And those of you who love Seabourn will love the central spiral staircase that goes all the way down. And as we proceed aft, we'll have a look at the club, which is one of the favored venues on board. And they have tons of TV screens that are giving you information about Antarctica or the areas that you're going to. More of the upgraded artwork on board. This is a really fun area. They will have shows. The singer and pianist will play here. His name is Arnie, and he can play anything. He's pretty well versed. We'll have seating, and also evening sushi every night from 6 to 9, I believe. And throughout the ship they have several of these water vapor fireplaces, which are really cool. And just aft of the club, we'll have the port side door here. You can take this hallway up to the Zodiac deck. And we have a little aft of the club deck here with 2 jacuzzis and shower. After a day out on the Zodiacs, everyone loved to come out here and soak up the heat in the water. And we'll have the aft bar here. On deck 7, just wanted to show you the legend here, the cruise ship. Kind of tells you everything that's on each deck. And in the center vestibule, they'll normally put some little baggies there in case you need them. Let's have a look at the aft section here with the Spa and Wellness Center, and they do have Braille for vision impaired. This is the spa and salon reception desk. So this is a standard single treatment room. And we also have a couples room. We'll have separate men's and ladies changing rooms, used towels, and by the way, hand sanitizer stations all throughout the ship. So we'll have fresh towels every day, little vanity mirror here with a blow dryer and lotion. We'll have lockers. They do set up all the lockers with a towel, a robe, and the very nice Seabourn slippers. And we'll have a single accessible head here. We'll have a standard shower with a big rainfall head, the side jets, and a handheld. And then we'll have a dry sauna. I've spent a lot of time here during the cruise. Nice and hot, and with great views out to the ocean. And right now we're just off of the Antarctic Peninsula, heading north, back towards Ushuaia. As you can see, there's still a few icebergs here and there. On port side aft, we'll have the gym. Of course, we'll have clean towels and sanitizing wipes. They will have a different flavor of water every day, and also the Blue Pura machine with sparkling still water and cold water. Emergency defibrillators on board. And then we'll have all the latest and greatest Technogym equipment. 5 treadmills. I just checked, I ran 38 miles in the past 10 days here on the cruise on this treadmill right here. I have a weight scale, a couple of leg curl and extension machines, overhead press machine, standard bike, a rowing machine, a recumbent bike, and 2 ellipticals. We'll have a free weight stack here. And they have 4 of these fold-up pads. And I'll have the aft deck on 7. Nice weather, they'll have yoga classes out here. Yes, I'm up at 5:45 in the morning doing the tour video. On the starboard side, we'll have the motion studio. It will have Pilates and yoga classes and stretching classes here throughout the day. And they have it all locked up now for our passage over the Drake, but they do have a kinesis machine where you can do various exercises. On deck 6 they have the ship schematic here.
So you can see what's on every deck and in what position, and then when you're on that deck, it'll tell you if it's left or right, forward or back. And deck 6 aft. It's one of the perennial favorites for Seabourn. That's going to be Seabourn Square. So I really like the new artwork on Seabourn Pursuit. The Italian designer is actually on board the cruise with us. Already set up with the morning snacks. We got the fresh pastries coming in. How's it going, Yuri? More water stations, plenty of seating areas. Really warm, earthy color tones. By the way, all the specialty coffees and teas on Seabourn are included. There's no extra cost for the alcoholic drinks. They do have an onboard photographer that takes pictures on every cruise and then they display them throughout. We have tons of puzzles on board, which is one of the popular pastimes. They do have complimentary workstations if you want to get on the computer, print out boarding passes or whatnot. And this is the guest relations customer service area. In case you need help getting online or need some special services. They have really cool lounge chairs here at the aft of Seabourn Square. This is one of the most popular places to sit and hang out and watch the view off the aft of the ship. Seabourn has a large library selection with tons of books for you to read for free during the cruise. And guess what? Yes, Seabourn does have a future cruise sales desk on board, and that is probably my favorite place for you, as if you're having a great time on your Seabourn expedition or even regular cruise, they do have a future cruise sales desk where you can come and book your next cruise while you're on board. Seabourn does give you significant incentives to do so, and if you live in US or Canada, you can assign those bookings to me and I will give you my normal benefits on top. So it's a great way to stack up the benefits on your next Seabourn cruise. So the Seabourn Pursuit, being a purpose-built expedition vessel, does have some technical improvements over the old ships, including sliding doors for most of the exterior areas. And we're just aft on the deck outside of Seabourn Square. So we have a couple icebergs a little bit far off. We're now at deck 6 forward, having a look at the bow lounge. And if you're hearing all the creaking and cracking, that's because we're rocking and rolling right now on the Drake Passage, heading north. So we will have restrooms in this area, standard and accessible. This is like a little hidden nook on board the cruise ship, so you might not ever see it if you didn't know it was here. What I really like about this is they have a whole ton of different navigation screens similar to what they would use on the bridge. You can see, I think that might be our position here, just north of the Shetlands at this point. And then port side on the bow lounge we'll have the coffee machines, cookies, and soda set up. Deck 5 mid is the only guest laundry facility on board. So we'll have 2 steam irons, 1 single steamer, and then 4 washer and dryer machines. They're not high efficiency, so you do need a good scoop of the standard detergent, or they'll have the same detergent in liquid form here. You press this down, it fills up about 2/3, and you do need about 2/3 of a cup for a full load. Next door forward of the laundry area is the meeting room. You need to have a conference on board, you can do that. This will also double as a game room. See, they have a whole ton of different puzzles and games in here. Another Seabourn standard is the colonnade, which we'll see in a second. All the dining, of course, is included on Seabourn, but there are a few extra pay opportunities. One of them is the sommelier's lunch, which you can see here. And currently this one has an extra charge of $150 per guest. We also have a chef's dinner, wine pairing dinners. So another hand washing station. And the colonnade is open seating. Now I'll have a look at the breakfast buffet. Every day they'll have a special. And then the main standard items. That'll be pretty much the same on most days. So a good hot American breakfast here. Grilled vegetables. See right into the kitchen. Everyone there's working hard. Fresh bread every day. Gonna have fresh squeezed orange juice every morning. Certainly taking advantage of that. Then we'll have some specialty juices here, apple and cucumber. They'll normally have a protein shake every morning. Some muffins and pastries here. Then we'll have two stations. Normally the fruit station. And then on this side we'll have all the various nuts that you might like to have. We'll have muesli and overnight oats, various yogurts, some smoked salmon and charcuterie and cheeses. The colonnade is also open for lunch and dinner, and every day it's a different theme. So for example, we'll have Mexican for lunch one day, French or Italian night for dinner, and one night we had Earth and Ocean on board in the colonnade, and it was excellent. Also have custom-made gelato every day on board. Seabourn is known for their Seabourn moment. So I asked them one day, do you have mint gelato? And they said, oh, we'll make it for you. So I've had mint gelato anytime I wanted on the Seabourn Pursuit. And just aft of the colonnade on 5, we have the aft pool deck. And we're getting ready right now for our sail away toast here from Crystal Bay. And by the way, Montadon is the pouring champagne. So at the aft, we do have one single heated pool with 2 jacuzzis. Another look at the Seabourn Venture as we head back north from below the Arctic Circle. An interesting fact about the Venture and Pursuit, the ship is green. So the main hull there is forest green with an orange stripe and then black at the waterline, as Venture disappears behind the iceberg. On deck 4 aft, we will have the restaurant, which is the main dining venue on the Pursuit. It is open for sit-down dining for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. By the way, the dining on Seabourn is exquisite, and the dining service may be the best in the industry. One of the first nights of the cruise, we had a monkfish that was spectacular. Now, all of the pouring wines on Seabourn are free and included, but there is ample opportunity, as you're going to see now, for the extra pay selections, including Penfolds. We have some of the great wines from Napa Valley, including Mount Brave, Caymus, Opus One, and even Insignia. We have Quintessa on board, Farniente's, Duckhorn, Padson Hall. As we move to Portugal, Brunello's, and Italian selections here. Ornellayas. We have the great Bordeaux of the world from Pomerol, Saint-Emilion, Saint-Estèphe, Palac, Saint-Julien, Margaux, Chateau Palmer, see? And I had one of these on board. A bottle of Louis Latour Pinot was great. Great artwork on board the Pursuit. Always something to see. This is the Expedition Lounge, which is a great homey spot. It reminds me of a ski lodge. We'll have more of the water vapor fireplaces. furry padded chairs. Love the look of the herringbone and leather strap features. And the Expedition Lounge bar here. And they do even have coffees and espressos, so they can make all the different drinks, even if you don't want something alcoholic. We're now looking at the shop on board the Pursuit. And this is a really hot place. They have lots of good things to buy, including the Molten Brown amenities, stuffed animals. They'll have some jewelry, a few art pieces. I have some handbags, some watches, and an excellent selection of clothes from the Amundsen brand. They'll have linen shirts, a few shorts, some knit hoodies. They'll also have some wind pants here, really nice handbags. You'll also have the walking poles if you don't bring them before, a few buffs, coffee cups, and then in case you can't find something or you forget to bring something, especially if you're in the polar regions, they have a good selection of Helly Hansen gear, including the Helitech waterproof pants, which you'll want in case of weather on the Zodiacs. We'll have some Helly Hansen sweaters, Seabourn branded, some UV protection clothing, puffer jackets. Everybody on board was buying the Amundsen gear. My friend on board bought one of these. Also have little headbands and some menswear over here, including wool sweaters, warm vests, and some more logo gear here, or puffers and that type of thing. Boots if you want, polos. I'm wearing one of these right now, as you can see. More gloves, hip bags, wool socks, in case you want to stay warm. And then we'll also have the heavy merino base layers. I bought one of these. And then they'll have some sundries and whatnot on board for you as well. And from there we'll have a look in the Discovery Center.
Seabourn has a 26-member expedition team of qualified naturalists, scientists, and historians. This venue will be used to give most of the lectures, Q&A sessions, daily briefings, and recaps of what you'll be seeing during your exciting expedition cruise.
Just forward of the Discovery Center starboard, we'll have the studio. They will have very nice Mac computers for use, and they'll also have photo editing classes in here, some computer classes. They also have the Leica microscopes. We're now on deck 3 mid. That elevator does come all the way down to the landing zone, and on each side they will have locker rooms that we'll have a look at. And forward, there's a medical center, but you have to go up and down the forward elevators. Let's have a look at the landing zone. So when you are doing the landings and Zodiac tours from the ship, you'll come down here and they have boots for everybody. So at the beginning of the cruise you get the sizing for your boots and you stick them in your locker here. Of course, your life jackets and parkas you'll store in the room. Then they set up a little line here and you go out that way off the ship and onto the Zodiacs. And then when you come back, they'll have a wash station set up behind here so you can rinse off your pants and boots. And then you step in the sanitizing solution to prevent germs and whatnot from coming back on the ship. Alright guys, you've made it to the end of the video, and right now look, we're about to hit the dock back in Ushuaia at the end of my wonderful, beautiful 12-night expedition cruise here on board the Seabourn Pursuit. So if you haven't already, please make sure to hit like on the video. Subscribe here to Affluent Expeditions, that helps me a lot. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers fast so I can start earning monetization on the videos. Make sure to follow Affluent Expeditions on Instagram and Facebook. You'll see all my deals and promotions and things that I did during the cruise there. And I am a luxury cruise agent. I do represent Seabourn for US and Canadian customers only. If you're seriously interested in booking a cruise here on board Seabourn, perhaps an expedition to Antarctica on the Pursuit, I'd love to hear from you about it. And in most cases, I can improve on the offer that you would have by booking direct on your own.
Even if you've already booked that cruise recently and directly with Seabourn's North American offices, not through another travel agent, and you're not paid in full, I might still be able to improve on that offer, and I'll be glad to do it. So, serious inquiries may contact me today at the phone number down below, or submit your inquiries on the website affluentexpeditions.com. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to check out the room tours that I'll have on board, and more content coming soon.